BLURBZ versus Corpse. How did I get here? How did I land on this? Oh, yes. So I'm going through getting this Bronco and dealing with the dealership. Had to do the credit application. They asked me all these questions. Where do you work? How long you been working there for? Really annoying at this stage because I got to go, I'm going to work for a new company. I've worked there for 2 months. Well, how much do you make? I haven't made shit yet. That's not the best answer for the credit application, man. I'm telling you, not at all. But, yeah, they ask how much money did you make in your last taxes? So I could tell them that. Hopefully that helps. And I saw that, and then I looked at my tax return to realize, and I had known this. I had known I'd gone up into the next tax bracket. I didn't realize that I had gone to the second highest tax bracket, 29%. Sit there like, man, I kind of wish I made less money. But I obviously don't, because that's the other thing is like you can show that on your taxes that you made less money so that you can, obviously get taxed less and yada, yada. But when you don't have the thorough financial literacy that you should, well, if it doesn't look like you make enough money, then in certain instances that hurts. In certain instances, it's great to show that I didn't make that much. Well, they can't tax as much. Yeah, cool. But if they don't tax as much and you don't make that much on the books, and when you try to go do certain things, you can't do them. So I'm in this present moment, I'm learning the benefits and the not so awesomenesses of making lots of money. Being taxed 29% fucking sucks. But I'm glad to have elevated to that stage in life where I'm not excited to do my taxes because I'm not excited about getting a tax return back. No, to realize that, and this is no shade to nobody, but if you're getting money back on your tax return, bro, you ain't getting no money. But when you're 22 to get $1,200 or whatever the fuck, like that shit sounds sexy and cool. That's because you made $14 fucking this year. So it's just part of the game. You don't realize it till you get there, and then you get there and you go, what the fuck? So that had, landing there, this was a few months ago when I did my taxes, landing there, having that conversation with the tax man, him telling me some of the ways I could go about not having to be taxed so much, or how to save some of my money or put some of it over there so that RRSPs, I didn't know shit about them except that I heard of them 4 letters put together and said over and over again. No idea what they were. No idea how they're beneficial. And once I learned that, I was like, oh shit, duh, that makes a ton of sense. But you don't know. You also don't know what to do with your money until you get enough money to figure out what to do with it. Or that they're going to take it. You know that the more you make, they're going to take it, but that doesn't mean that in the moment of you having it, that you even know what to do. I'll never do my taxes again on my own. I'll hire someone for the rest of life. Never making that mistake again. Oh, I'll go file them on. Yeah, but I'm not a fucking tax person, so I don't know shit. I think that's also a scam too, but we'll save that for another day. Self-filing. So I'd gone through that and realized, all right, there's a better way to do this. I had always known filing and registering your business as a corporation was the way to go. I learned that very quickly in a lawsuit that I am not allowed to speak about with a university that I am not allowed to speak about. And that going left, and me as the human, Terrence Taylor, being sued. instead of the company, Terrence Taylor Media, being sued, and just how that actually plays out in real time. Like, I knew that. Oh, well, if something goes wrong, they go after you versus going after the company. Like, I understand that, but I didn't know what that meant, like in my actual human life experience. And then you get fucking sued. You go, oh, well, I see what you mean. The business doesn't exist anymore. You can't sue me. Lawsuit over. So that's very different than somebody knocking on your house door serving you some papers. I didn't know how easy it was to register as a corporation versus as a sole proprietor. It's literally on our end in Nova Scotia, the registry, like you just click something else instead of that. You click this box instead of that one. You pay like $30-something more than like such a small. It's so small. Why I didn't do it? Fear. Wanting to be attached to my thing so much that no, it's me. I file it on my taxes. This is no. Your company is the one that exists over there. That is not you. That's your corporation. Your sole proprietorship is you and your life and your business wound up and tied into one thing. And if just how it's presented on your taxes is proof that there's no separation between you and your business. How sexy is that, really? So this go around, I definitely registered Talks Too Much international speaking and coaching as a corporation. I would recommend anybody to in whatever way you can, like shift however and as soon as you can, like register as a corporation instead of a sole proprietor. It's just like how it's supposed to be done. And just the way it now, sure, it's more work. Now I have to I'm on the payroll. I have to pay myself. I have to write checks to, like, I'm an employee. It's more work, but it's the right way to do it. Like, that's the other thing. Like, we be scared of doing certain things because they're new, and how do I do that? And oh, that sounds like a task, and oh, now my company's not me. Like, ooh, that sounds freaking scary. No, I just want to take whatever somebody pays me and just use it however I want and just deal with whatever I got to deal with whenever I got to deal with it. Like, that's the pretty standard sole proprietor, entrepreneur. I'm just doing what I'm doing to get the job done. Like, that shit ain't gonna fly. And in a moment of, oh shit, I want a vehicle, how sole proprietor versus corporation came like to the forefront may not seem like very obvious, but it rushed right back into my face of like, all right, well, how you gonna get this thing that you want? It's completely a personal thing, but it has everything to do with how your business is set up and how that looks. So the only benefit is I was able to say like what I made on my taxes pre-deductions. That number is big enough that they'll probably go, oh, okay, cool. I mean, fingers crossed, I'll find out today, hopefully, but because otherwise it might say I made 40 grand a year or 50, like whatever it is. That ain't gonna get this done. So I'm saying register as a corporation, but in this moment, I'm like, oh, I'm glad I didn't. For this particular instance, I could give you mad instances where I wish I had done it differently, but yeah, just I might have not. I probably didn't think that these two things would be connected the way that they are, but they are, and yeah, it just a thought for people to consider as you're going through this. Like, go talk to. I would recommend go talk to a financial advisor or an accountant or somebody. Like, how do I? All right, I'm a business owner. I know I'm probably doing a bunch of this shit half-assed or wrong, or there's a more efficient way to do it. Like, go talk to somebody for an hour. Go find a financial person, get you a free consult. Like, go or the moment I did it and the moment I scratched it, like the tiniest bit of the surface, I felt so much more empowered. I felt so much more like I knew what I was doing, even though I had no idea what I was doing. But the fear of trying to figure out what to do had gone. So at least I'm in the space learning. But yeah, this shit, it could work, it could fuck you. Just depends on how she go. So